quiet, but can I do starting grid? Sure, Extend's not here.
We're good to go.
Sure. All right. Welcome to the penultimate race of the Phantom Cup Series season. I am Thunder24 fan, along with two others, NASCAR fan and Monster, joining up in the booth. How are you guys tonight?
Hello. Hi, good. Very good.
So, penultimate race of the season here at Phoenix. We last season's penultimate race at the same track, Phoenix, was Thriller. We've seen a lot of action happen here and guys trying to keep their championship hopes alive, like we see for many others today. We remember how we had 12 drivers at the beginning of the chase. Now it's just down to 9 with the
9.
eliminations of the 5-hour energy group. That would be Kenyon, Zach, and Jessica being eliminated from the chase. It's down to 9 drivers, and a lot of those drivers, about half of them are trying to stay in the chase, going to Homestead. And talking about that, we will go over some of those drivers in the starting grid, as Monster will present that to you right now.
Thunder, you're not
Oops.
streaming the. All right, on the poll, the winner of this exact event last season, trying to at least go out with a bang, David Kreutz in the number 62 machine, and on his outside in the number 56 is Truex fan. Row 2, we have season 1 champion the Outlaw, on his outside the 53 of King Barnabas. Row 3, we have one of those chase drivers Thunder mentioned trying to keep their hopes alive, Drifting Strikers. On his outside, one of the drivers that are out of contention for the championship, Zach, trying to go out with a bang as well. Max Molina, the winner from Shell's race here yesterday. On his outside, another chase driver who's out of contention, Jessica. Making yet another start in the Cup Series, one of the Shell regulars, Chase Clyde, coming up in the number 24 for Michael Cormenes Racing, and the number 11 of Red. Moff, who knows what it's like to come in clutch at this racetrack, who's trying to keep his hopes alive, just barely outside of range for the championship. He's there, and Kenyon, the final driver that got eliminated from contention last week. Next up, we have Slinky in the number 21 iRacing Chevrolet, and outside of him, making his second to last start of the season, Exo in the 32.
Second to last start in his career, might I add.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Ebenezer Splooge in the number 46, and the points leader, at least for the time being, the 74 of Kyle. And then next up, making his second to last start for Ole Miss Rebels Racing, it is Ottercat, aka Connor, who won the Season 5 championship here, and the 26 of Big Floppa. Then next up, we have the 22 of Hero Dragon, making his second to last start for the time being. And one of the chase drivers trying to keep their championship hopes alive, Matthew Hill in the 90. Then we have the 93 of Aiden Walker, who's been pretty consistent throughout the entirety of the chase, and Zevel in the 54. Then we have Legends in the 5, and the guy who bumped his way to third in the standings after an incredible run last week, Quad Kid Boy in the 78. Then NASCAR fan making his second to last start of his Cup career in the number 10 there, and Lynn in the 23. And there you see Thunder, one of the chase hopefuls that are within striking distance to get the points lead here today. He's there in the 25 with Patrick Miller in the 12. Then you have last week's winner, Bailey Parker, in the number 4 for Matt Kenseth Racing, and Quadruped in the 45. Then you got Brandon Beal in the 14, and Mark, one of the chase drivers. Then you got 2 of the heavy hitters in the chase still, Commander Brick and Nickname in that row. Then you got Landon in the 63, and Patrick Starr in the 13. Dudes Castroneves in the 19, and Andre McCarroll in the 99. Then the last 2 rows, we have Lucky Noko making another start in the 82 with Latvian Menace in the 7, And rounding it out, making his Cup Series debut is Adam, aka Gene Simmons. And on his outside, starting last, is the 5 teammate Monster.
But yeah, I really want to speak more on some of these heavy hitters for the chase. A lot of these guys trying to keep their chase hopes alive, like guys we mentioned, like Moff. He's about let's see if I do the math
54
correctly,
points.
54 points behind in the chase, and Shifting Strikers is just 1 point ahead of him in the chase, meaning he's 53 points behind. He starts in the 5th position. Moff starts 11th, and Thunder, I believe, is 39 points behind. So this race is make or break for him.
From the math I did earlier, the top 5 from Kyle to Thunder are separated by 31 points.
Oh, so 31 points. Still a huge difference. Thunder just cannot afford a bad run here today. And just needs to finish ahead of the 74 Kyle to stay in contention. Now, Mark, on the other hand, he's all the way back in 8th. And I'll let you do the math on that one, Monster, see how far back he is.
Well, okay, I can tell you this. The 1st through 9th are separated by 69 points.
Nice.
But from Kyle to Mark, 66 points.
66 points. So Mark has to have a good run. He might need a top 5 or a win to get him stay in contention, as well as Matthew Hill. He's also in a big hole coming into this race.
Of course, Matthew is that guy that is behind by 69 points, so he's got quite the gap to make up here today. But the points lead is actually starting to get interesting. I'm not trying to get away from these other guys, but Kyle's been having a rough past few weeks, and that's really opened the door for the 2 of Commander Brick, who's shrunk that lead that Kyle had down from, I don't even know how big it was, but now it's 7 points. That's the difference.
Yep, and Brick also cannot afford a bad day, and he's also we got one blowing up already. We got one blowing up already. Who is that? That's Chase Clyde in the 24.
Holy
Chase
pixels.
Clyde, he didn't even get to make a lap already.
Wow. Oh, and he gets hit by Zevel. We're gonna restart that.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Well, Thunder, it's pixelated like crazy on my end. Oh,
Same
wait, no,
here.
we're clear enough.
Yeah, I have it at low resolution, high FPS. Just so nothing happens.
Yeah, I won't be able to tell who's on. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
So David Kreutz, Truex fan, Outlaw Barnabas, and the 40 of Drifting Strikers will lead the field to the green.
Yep.
For the second to last time of the season.
And they will come through 3 and 4.
And here we go.
Green flag.
Green flag.
Kreutz already getting a good start. Outlaw just behind. Kreutz looks like he's going to lead the field down to turn 1.
And Outlaw's going to try and follow him into second place right here.
Drifting Strikers trying to go for 30. See, already won up the racetrack. That's the 68 of Zach.
Zach, nothing to lose at this point. Already out of contention, already as mentioned.
Kreutz and Outlaw already have a big gap from that 56, but it's going to close here.
Looks like 4 wide almost out of turn 4. Looks like they get that sorted out as... Yes, Kreutz does lead lap 1.
And they're 3-4 wide, shuffling out all the way through the back in the middle of the field here.
Oh, this might not be good here. 4 wide, he might not work at Phoenix.
And it looks like they get that sorted out. Now.
They're still 4 wide back there for about a minute.
Don't know how these guys are still racing like this early too. It's only lap 3.
Indeed. Looks like they might go single file later in the run. But you see already guys trying to move forward. You see Thunder on the bottom there behind the 10 of NASCAR fan moving forward on the bottom. You see the bottom is really what is the preferred lane here at Phoenix Raceway.
Yeah, sure. There you see Kyle, the points leader. He's stuck in the middle of this craziness.
Yeah, Kyle's on the outside. That might not be good for him. Outside is really not the preferred lane, and it'll drop you back if you're stuck up there.
There goes Thunder making a move on the 10.
Thunder desperate to try and make up some points to keep him alive going to Homestead here, hopefully for him.
Yep, he's going to dive it to the inside of the 10. Force him 3 wide, almost contact. Almost contact there. like we all said, desperate moves to try and keep his chase hopes alive.
I mean,
That can be
he's
a
not the
factor.
only one.
See Matthew Hill up there also trying to make up some ground.
I feel like for Matthew Hill, a win is what he's going to need if he's going to have a shot going to Homestead. Same for someone like Mark as well.
Already big shuffling back in the back of the pack here. And the leader is still David Kreutz, but he's got a mirror full of Outlaw who drives it up the track. Now here comes Truexpan to the bottom.
Truexpan came close to winning Canada last week, but a late race restart shuffled him out of contention there.
Drifting Strikers there in fourth, trying to make the move on Truex fan whenever the door opens.
David
Truexpan
Kreutz has
looks
led.
like-
Go ahead.
But it looks like Truexpan trying to take a defensive line to turn one. See how that works for him. Go ahead, Monster.
I'm gonna say that Kreutz has led every lap up to this point. Of course, like I mentioned, he did win when it mattered most last season. He made the championship 4 based on that win.
Drifting Strikers driving it up the racetrack, but also I want to mention something. Max Molina running inside the top 5 in a battle with King Barnabas right here, but running inside the top 5 after his really nice win in the Shell Series at Phoenix yesterday night.
Of course, Max Molina doesn't have a cup ride next season, but showing his worth not only here but in the Shell Series is he's actually in contention to win the Shell Championship with that win.
Indeed, he has a big advantage over second place, which would be
Commander Brick.
yeah, Commander Brick.
That's a different series. Speaking of
different
Commander,
series, my bad.
yeah, but speaking of Commander Brick, where is he running? Because he actually won the last time we came here for the Cup side.
That is indeed true. We'll have to look at his running position as of right now. See Thunder trying to get inside a quad.
Remember, 7 points separates Brick from Kyle in the actual standings, so that gotta
Looks
keep
like
that
Brick's
in mind.
all the way near last, stuck on the outside. Well, Kyle's ahead,
This is what Kyle wants.
and Mark's all the way back there too. He cannot afford to have a run like this with where he's at.
Mark would probably need to also, like Matthew, get a win to most likely give him a chance. You see Matthew Hill and Michael Cormetis battling for position.
Yep. Thunder looks like he's going to slot in behind the 90 as they head down to turn 3. Until Thunder drives at the racetrack, but he's going to stay ahead of the 10. So you see Quad Kid Boy making a move up there.
But
Yeah,
that
quite.
10 is right there on the back end of Thunder.
Yep, in his second to last race, trying to do whatever it takes to have a good run.
Yeah,
today.
NASCAR fan and EXO making their second to last starts of their Cup career here, and then next week will be their last race, like in their career. So they're trying to end it here on the highest of highs.
One thing I've noticed is kind of one thing that we're kind of seeing is these guys being able to fight on the outside. I mean, you see Matthew Hill and Red still battling. They've been battling for a little bit now.
Yep.
NASCAR fan trying to drive to the inside of the 25. He's going to do so.
Might get him down here, use the dog leg to his advantage.
We'll see how these two do as well, trying to battle right here. Looks like NASCAR fan might get ahead. Thunder's going to have to slot behind. I don't think he cares about racing the 10 right now.
NASCAR fan might try and slot ahead of the 25. He barely does.
Now Thunder's on the outside. This is not what he needs. He has to get down soon enough. As Aiden Walker makes contact with EXO's back bumper.
NASCAR fan has Legends battling the 25 behind him.
Yep. Now he battles a 10.
NASCAR fan gets the run on the outside. So does Thunder. Legends almost wrecked himself trying to block the 25. Still looking for that first Cup victory.
Yep. Is that 5. And that's the closest battle that we have to the front as of right now. Thunder might let EXO go on the inside here. Maybe not.
And it's still side by side going into 3 and 4.
That's the battle for about 20th place, 19th.
16 laps complete thus far. We've kept it clean. It's been all David Kreutz from the start, though, however.
Yep.
We're still watching this battle here between Exo and Thunder.
Looks like that's the nearest battle that we've got so far, although the leaders aren't very spread out.
I mean, pit strategy could change all of that, sure, but see, the 32 is still going on with 5.
Yeah, these guys, like I said, the outside line is actually really working right now. For in turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is the most difficult place to set up a pass on the outside. Like Thunder's actually gonna get a good run. Might clear the 32 down to 1.
Yeah, Exo's still not giving up though. He's still holding the inside. Thunder's gonna clear him almost.
No. I think the main goal for this 25 is just to get ahead of the 32. He can't lose. He doesn't want to lose any more spots.
25, really, his main goal is to gain as many positions as he can, build up that gap where he can close in on Kyle's points lead.
And he does clear the 32. Aiden Walker and Hero battling behind them. Lane enjoying into this battle as well.
Indeed. Looks like the 93 will get by the 22. The 63 is stuck behind, though.
Yeah, 93 gets by the 22. 63 also goes by. 14 of Brandon Beal trying to capitalize as he slots in behind the 22.
'22's falling back a little bit on the outside, but looks like the inside or the outside's gonna get better here on the longer runs, as we've seen here.
Yep, lap 21, and still pretty much single file.
The 62 has led every single lap to this point. The 8 of Outlaw really hasn't had anything for David Kreutz. It's been a long time since we've seen Outlaw reach victory lane. Probably the best we've seen Outlaw at all since then.
Yep, especially this season.
It's not been the best for this team. I mean, Mark did make the chase, but it really hasn't been the best for that team either, outside of their Fantona 500 win.
Which is the only win that they have to date in this season.
Yep, but of course, they're going back to a 4-car operation with rookie loading and Gaming Freak. Hopefully that'll be a rebuild for this team. As the top 4 have broken away from the rest, it looks like.
Yeah, and Zach look like is trying to size up Max Molina here as he drops in behind. Connor going after Ebenezer Splooge, though.
That's the battle for 11th, I believe.
This is 11th, yes.
There you see Moff and Quad, a couple chasers. Matthew Hill up here as well.
Yep, these are all valuable points that these guys need. And Quad especially, because he's in third, about 20-something points behind Kyle, if I'm not mistaken.
I can check that real quick, actually.
As for Moff, he's just trying to keep his hopes alive with a good run here today.
Quad Kid Boy is 28 points behind Kyle in the actual.
And looking at Kyle right now, compared to Quad's position, Quad's running 14th. Kyle is running 28th, so that's another 14 spots. So Quad, I don't think, would have the points lead, but he'd be a lot closer to the 74.
I mean, Quad, if you remember correctly, he almost won this race a couple seasons ago, but he had to pit near the end of the race, which cost him the win. So yep. I'm very confident that Quad could be there when it matters, but
I think this is a track that Quad strives at. It's just Phoenix. And like you said, he almost won the finale in Season 5 as Ebenezer Splooge has a crossover on Connor heading in Turn 3.
Smart move.
See if it works. You see the outside is actually really working for some of these drivers. Like Connor, he's got to clear the 46 on the outside.
I mean, these are
Maybe
not
not.
done yet, though.
Yeah, 4 to 6 isn't going down without a fight. That's for sure. But I think the 97 is going to have him here. But I also think that it might be because it's cloudy, which could result in colder temperatures, which it could really change the grooves, how the grooves work, and their effect on the drivers. So that could be a factor in the racing that we're seeing now.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much single filed out here. We're about to come to lap 30.
Indeed. Chris has led every single one of them thus far, but
Really hasn't
those
had
times
much.
are. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, these times are dropping off for these drivers, and it's just the question of when do they pit.
I mean, if we get a caution, that throws out any strategy we have because everybody will likely come down at the same time. But we'll have to wait and see.
Indeed.
Because a caution in really any part of the race could change the complexion of it.
That's also very true, especially in the later parts of the race. You might see a pass right here. Drifting Striker's trying to get to the inside Truex fan. That door closes up quickly. Outlaw's just been stuck behind the 62 here for these all these 32 laps. Like we saw in the shell race, this is one of the themes of Phoenix. These guys might not be too aggressive.
Seems to be more of like a track position based kind of race. As you see a battle for fifth further back between Zach and Molina.
Yep. Zach's on the inside. Molina's on the outside. Outside might be more forgiving, but Zach's still down there.
Zach does have the edge in the corners, but then you have Molina who has straight line speed on the outside.
Looks like Zach's going to throw it down to the inside of the 17, and he backs off pretty quickly.
56 washes up the racetrack. Striker's going to try and take advantage.
Looks like he might. 40 to the inside of the 56.
This will be another spot for Strikers that he very well needs.
Side by side, down to 1.
Outlaw trying to go to the outside.
Yeah, trying to use a different groove to trying to get closer to the 62. 40 looks like he's not going to have the runoff into 3, but he's not done yet.
He's not going to give up without a fight. He's got a lot on the line. That's what's keeping him driving here.
But I think that 56 has him into the 1.
Yep, he's got him here. He's cleared.
But the question is, in my mind, when do we see the first wave of green flag pit stops? We're already on lap 35 here.
This race is flowing by pretty quick now that I think about it. Lap 35.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, that is a really good question. When will we see the first wave of green flag pit stops?
King Barnabas to the inside of Zach here. Just barely gets underneath.
It's for 6th place right there. Barnabas is really impressed in the starts he's made in that 53 car.
You're right about that. Now Jessica up the racetrack. That's going to allow Slinky to get down there. Jessica looks like it's still clear. 21's trying to get to the inside.
How about Chase Clyde? He's been hanging in the top 10 for the first part of this race up to the point. Good
Chase
run
Clyde's,
for the rookie.
Chase Clyde. Oh, we see David Chris, the leader, coming down to pit road. This might be the first set of stops.
Yeah, the first set of stops, as you said, Thunder. That's what it looks like to me.
Yep. 62 is the first car to come in. Now the 8 of Outlaw will lead.
Question is, how long will these guys stay out for? Because we're going to see some varying strategies here these next few laps.
Outlaw comes in. Truex fan comes in. Strikers as well.
Looks
and
like
a lot
the majority,
of the field coming in.
Clyde, Moth, Quad, few guys stay out here.
Yeah, looks like the first of those would be Chase Clyde. Moth's the second. Quad is third.
And then NASCAR fan I see there.
So I think after this set of stops, Kreitz will come out with the lead either way.
He was the first and only car to come down pit road before everybody else did. You see See Commander Brick, this could be crucial for the championship. He comes in pretty early. Kyle stayed on the racetrack.
Yeah, it's true. He needs these spots.
Remember, he only needs about 7 or 8 spots to get Kyle in the standings.
Hunter comes out behind Matthew Hill, but will be side by side with his driver Legends. As
So, like,
Legends, I think, will get ahead.
Yep, Legends gonna get him right here.
It's a stack up as they exit pit road. Side by side on the exit of pit road. That's Red and Matthew Hill there. Red looks like will get the spot.
Now, Legends also going to try.
Yeah, Legends also trying to get by his teammate as well.
Matthew just drives it up almost against the wall.
Yeah, he'll file in behind Legends. As looks like Landon. Oh no, Landon was one of the guys who stayed out. And David Kreutz leads. Mops out of pit road. Looks like no contact or collision so far. Oh, Red drives King Barnabas way up the racetrack. That was almost the cause for the first caution. Look at this. Kyle is up here inside the top 15, I believe. Oh, we have one blown up ahead. That's the 11 of Red, and if he stops on the racetrack, that will cause a caution. So can the 11 make it back to pit road? And no, he will not. Caution waves. As Kreutz just gets to the line. So the yellow flag comes out. And we already had guys on pit road. Let's take a look and see what happened to the 11 who looks like expired the engine on the front straightaway. Was running 25th, and looks like the engine just expired in the middle of 3 and 4 there. And he would stop on the racetrack. And
Red's blowing up. Are we gonna get a yellow here?
Oh yeah, the yellow's already out. This is just a replay.
Oh.
But then, yep, Red stops and the dog leg and the yellow flag comes out. So first caution is out for a mechanical failure as the field restacks him up. Zach's gonna stay out, so is Moff. Some guys coming in, some guys electing to stay out. And the first cars out of the 5 that looks like are staying out is the 68.
I see him off playing some strategy, trying to get ahead here.
He is. Maybe the rest of the field trying to top off on fuel. See, looks like a total of 8 cars stayed on the racetrack. Kreutz beats Outlaw back to the back. Kreutz beats Outlaw out of the pits, and we will restack them and go racing again. Looks like King Barnabas has a little bit of damage on the front there. Might have been a little stack up. But yeah, as the field restacks, we're gonna go back racing shortly. So we got some cars trapped a lap down. One of those being the 92. And if he was a lap down at the time of the yellow, he will be the free pass car, and yes, he was. So Zach leads over Connor, who's in second. He's also known this racetrack very well. So I believe after this next coming lap, we'll go 1 to green. Halfway lap is 78.
So we still got a few ways to go.
Yeah. But these 44 laps has gone by pretty quickly. One retirement from the race, and that is the 11 who had the engine expire in the front straightaway. As we'll be 1 to green this time by. And the 92 of Nameless Traveler will be sent to the back of the field, but he will have his lap given back to him since he was the first car 1 lap down. Cool story for that 92 entry. Nameless Traveler in his first Shell Series debut yesterday.
He didn't make the field yesterday.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah, I forgot.
He did make the truck race though.
He'd actually. Oh, he did make
He
the truck race.
He did make the truck race on
So the truck
Friday.
race,
Finished in the top 10.
So yeah, a decent day for the 92 for the driver of the 92 there, as we're gonna restack the field, and this time we have a new leader.
This time it'll be Zach and Connor. A name we haven't seen it today, but as I mentioned, he does know his way around this racetrack.
Green
And
flag. Zach, Connor, and even start down to turn 1. What does Moff do? He's gonna push the 68 down there. Zach and Connor side by side entering turn 3.
And Zach, I believe, will get the edge. Connor hanging with him though.
Yeah, Zach's got to play defense here. He has Moff right on his back bumper, looking to the inside. But Zach takes the lead. Moff looks like he's going to drive it into second, sliding right up ahead of the 97. Saw some shuffling there in the back straightaway. Still keeping it clean, no yellow. Now Connor gets back to the inside with a crossover. Dudes Castroneves going to the inside, 3 wide down to turn 1.
Ooh, get it here.
Looks like Connor on the outside. Now here comes King Barnabas with a little bit of damage on the front end. Tons of shuffling in the back. Now King Barnabas on the inside of 3 wide here. Ebenezer up top. Connor still trying to fight Castroneves for the second spot.
But it looks like Castroneves will clear him.
Oh, but Connor might try and get him back with the crossover here.
He's gonna move him up and
try and get to the inside. He's gonna file in behind the 19, but he drives it up the racetrack. Now here comes King Barnabas in the 53 arriving on the scene.
Barnabas now gonna try.
Lucky Noko.
Look at Lucky, yeah. Lucky was at the back of the field at the start of the race. He was one of the guys that stayed out.
Into turns 3 and 4 here.
Zach's still going to be leading, but he has a miracle.
Continue.
Of the 19. I'm done there.
Okay. I was gonna say he has not much pressure, but never mind.
And the single filed out again.
What was that?
Never mind.
Chris trying to make a crossover on Moff there. Now he just gets shoved up by Quack Kidboy, who needs some points. Moff's got to get down the racetrack soon enough here. It's gonna be hard to pass. It's gonna be hard to hold off guys on the outside in the short run.
Moff battling Quad, 2 guys that desperately need the points.
quad to take the championship lead, and Moff just to keep himself alive in the chase.
But you see Kyle back there near the back. He's not going to make it easy on any of these guys.
Nope. And guys like the 25, he's got pushed all the way back to the back of the field after pit stops. But where's the 74? Oh, I saw some smoke ahead. Must have been seeing things. But yeah, Kyle would eliminate Thunder from the chase if it were to finish like this. Thunder trying to gain that ground back. But because the gap is 7 points between those two, so Thunder needs to he has to go. Brick looks like he's trying to make up some spots, make some spots up as well. And Monster actually is not on the lead lap.
How many spots ahead is Brick of Kyle, if he is? Oh, wait,
Kyle's way ahead.
Yeah, no, I see that now.
Oh, these guys are really going at it. You see Lynn dive bombing Slinky right there, but Kyle's losing spots. Especially what guys who wanted to survive in the chase like Thunder and Moff, this is what they need right here. They need Kyle to struggle.
And they see Brick. Kyle's falling back. Brick's not too far behind him now.
Now Kyle's got Adam to the inside. Or Nameless Travel, sorry.
You see Zevel, Patrick Starr, and Jessica not too far behind Kyle either. Now Brick's starting to fall back. Thunder trying to pass through.
Yeah, these guys are struggling. Thunder and Brick are. But they just need to get within distance of Kyle to either stay alive or just take the points lead.
I mean, both Thunder and Brick are within a race of points to the 74. Although Thunder has a bigger gap than Brick does, to be fair.
Yeah, Thunder's just trying to stay within 7 points of the 74. Now he might have a potential threat, which is Brandon Beal trying to dive to the inside.
You see Kyle again stuck to the outside. Brick trying to hold the bottom.
Now Beal gets to the inside of Thunder. This might drop him back in another few spots.
Brick trying to get to the inside of the 55 of Jessica now.
I'm back straight away.
Brick doesn't really have the straight line speed, it looks like.
3 wide there.
And this isn't good for Brick's championship hopes right now, as he's just giving Kyle a bigger points lead.
Kyle cleared himself there, and now he jumps to the inside just ahead of the two. Trying to get by the 92 of Nameless Traveler.
Yep. Zach still leads up at the front, though.
Some of these chase guys, I'm surprised most of them are struggling. Like, I thought guys like Nickname, Mark, Thunder, they would be doing a lot better than where they are right now. Heck, even Brick. Kyle gets to the inside of Nameless Traveler. Brick trying to get to the inside of the 13.
Yeah, nobody's just letting Thunder into the inside, no matter where they are. Oh, contact right there.
Nameless Traveler almost gets into the 21 of Slinky. Kyle's all the way down on the inside.
Kyle's going to try and send it in. More contact is made between the two.
Kyle's trying to get aggressive. He's trying to get it as far away from the two as he possibly can.
As 7 points only separates Brick from Kyle.
So Brick needs to finish 7 spots ahead of the 74 to get the points lead. Kyle's main goal really is to stay in front of Brick as long as he can.
Yeah, Brick's struggling as well.
I mean, they're about the same area, the 2 and the 74, on the racetrack.
Castro Neves is behind the 68 as they single file out for about the entire top 10. Oh, one blowing up. That's Outlaw.
Oh, no,
no. Oh, and he gets hit by NASCAR fan. They're wrecking.
Clutch,
down the front straightaway. Outlaw
Oh,
into the
Lynn.
air.
Oh,
Kyle's
hard
in
hit
it.
from-
Kyle's in it. Thunder gets
Brick's in
through.
it.
Brick as well.
Oh boy, this is
He's
gonna
gonna get
get
spun
huge.
out, and he's
Nickname.
gonna
hard
be on his
hit.
side. The top 3 in the championship having issues as the caution is out.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Are you kidding me?
Massive championship implications here.
And a huge crash.
The big one.
Wow. Let's take a replay of that. Outlaw got hit hard.
By NASCAR
see,
fan.
he
Outlaw blew
blows
up in the
up.
middle
He
of the racetrack.
Yeah, he blew up in the dogleg and just NASCAR fan plows into him, nowhere to go.
Then there you see Chase Clyde in the 24, nowhere to go. And there's more. There you see
Lynn hits
23.
Outlaw hard. Outlaw goes
And
airborne. Kyle hits him, and that's gonna put him out of the race.
There you
As
see
well as Brick.
Jessica. Yeah, Brandon Beal gets collected in it. I don't know about
Huge crash
Brick.
into turn
Maybe
1.
I think Brick could continue, but
Well,
probably
let's
not gonna be
see.
up to par.
Let's see. I think smoke was coming from the hood of his. Yeah, his smoke was coming from the hood of his car.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
done.
Well, Kyle's gonna be done too. So it looks like I don't know about nickname though. He might almost went airborne.
Who was that
Yeah,
that turned the 28?
I don't even know. The 28 was.
It
We'll have
looked
to
like
look at
it,
that
it
as
looked
well.
like it looked like the 45. I saw some purple on the car. It might have been him. I can't tell though. Yeah, it was.
Might have been quadruped.
Yeah, it was quadruped. There was a purple car behind the 28.
Oh no, the 28 hit the
65. Oh, the
23.
45 then hooked him around.
and then 14 T-bones him on his side, lands on all fours. What a hit!
Rough. So 2 of the main guys for the championship destroyed in that incident. Those being Brick and Kyle. Nickname he might be able to continue, but how good will he be? Who knows?
Nickname it. Speaking of nickname, he's in 4th right now.
And you want to know who I think this benefits the most out of all this? The
he's
78.
He's out.
Who's out?
Nickname.
Oh yeah, nickname's out. So the top 3 in the championship are all out of the race.
Actually, no, not the top 3 because Quad's 3rd.
Oh yeah, Quad's 3rd. I forgot.
So I was gonna say actually, since you mentioned the top 3, I was gonna say I feel like Quad's in the catbird seat now because with Kyle and Brick, whether they're out or they're racing and they're not gonna be up to speed, Quad can make up all the points he needs right here. He's got a great opportunity at his disposal right now.
And this really helps guys like Thunder. And he missed that wreck by a thread. If you didn't see, and look
No,
at
we
all
did.
the DNFs now.
Yeah, you see Kyle Brick there at the bottom of it, nickname too. 3 of the biggest names in the chase right now. Just you hate to see that, especially for all 3 of those guys. It's been a rough few weeks for the 74 team, especially. Just for a 10 like that.
And now let's see what the lineup's looking like. Now we see Zach still leading. He stayed out under the last caution. Connor's in 2nd. Dudes, Cash and Evans in 3rd. And how about King Barnabas holding on with some damage?
So it's looking like it'll be Zach, Connor, Castroneves, Barnabas, and Lucky, your top 5 on this restart. Now, my question is, where is the 70? Oh, never mind. I see behind 17.
Yeah.
So he's running in 8th position right now. And how many points did I say he's behind? 28?
Like, something like that. Let's see.
Because he's in 8th right now. Kyle, Brick, and Nickname are going to be near the end of the lineup.
What's 223 minus 195? You do that math.
I got it.
It's 28.
Okay, so yeah, 28.
So where's Kyle gonna finish right now? At least
Kyle's in 38th unofficially, but he has Monster who's 4 laps down and still running, so he's gonna be 39th at the finish.
So this right here would give Quad the points lead right now.
He just has to finish inside the he has to finish inside the top I don't even know.
If Quad needs to finish 9th or better to at least have a shot at the points lead.
Now, Let's check out some guys who are just trying to survive here. Let's see. Thunder right now is in 23rd. Kyle's in 38th. He's a total of 15 spots ahead, and he only needs at least 7 points to stay in it. Actually, no. Wait, did I get that math correctly? Yeah. I think I did. Looks like Jessica Beal and NASCAR fan will continue. Zevel as well. Who was Zevel in the wreck?
I don't know. I don't even know why the 54 and the 65 are as many laps down as they are. I didn't see them get caught up.
I think they got the weird pit stop. Yeah, or the pig box. Yeah, and 65's having problems right now. 54 will get one of his laps back as we go green.
And Connor gets a great jump. He's ahead of Zach right here on the restart.
Let's see as they go down to 1.
I think Zach's gonna have a better run into the corner.
He will, but Connor's not giving it up.
Connor's desperate to close out the season with a win.
Connor back to the lead side by side through turns 3 and 4. Who will lead the lap?
Door to door with a 68. Connor leads the lap this time.
Into 1. Into turn 1.
The 82 of Lucky trying to force 3 wide on Castroneves and Connor.
That was so close to contact right there between the 82 and the 19.
The 68 clears himself.
Now Connor's into 2nd, and now Castroneves is trying to get that spot.
Through the dog leg goes Castroneves.
He's going to send it to the inside of the 97. Oh, they're making contact into the wall. I saw Moff in that.
Moff's in it. The 62, the 92, and the 75 all in that wreck. And
yep, caution's out again.
And well, for Moff, that's not what he needs. He's one of those guys trying to get a good run today.
Yeah, big damage on the right side for the 75. Another yellow flag is out. This time it's for the 92 of Nameless Traveler into the wall.
And another chase driver involved in it.
That's
trying to keep his championship hopes alive.
Now it's going to depend on if the 75 can fix that damage. Well, let's see what happened.
Keep an eye on the 92. I mean, the 75 was saying he was a bit nervous being around the 92 at this point.
Looks like the 90 gets the inside. Or no, the 92 just missed the corner. He totally missed the corner. And then at that point, Moffs is in his right rear and just nowhere for anybody to go.
And then Nisi Kreutz was just an innocent bystander right there on the outside.
Yep. And that's the cause of the 3rd caution. Boy, how this race is flipped upside down.
All the chase drivers getting wrecked and whatever, and now this.
And now these guys that stayed out under the after the last cycle are now coming onto pit road. And then the guys who came to pit road under green and pitted again under the caution after the cycle are staying out. So mixed strategy, a mixed bag of strategies coming up here.
Yep, we got a few guys staying out. Got some guys coming in. Lap 73, not 74. So it's Castroneves.
And there's 3rd place in the point standings. 5th place.
Yeah, Quad's 5th right now. Like I said, 9th or better would give Quad the points lead.
Yep, he's in P5 now. As we're under pace laps again.
Quad's got I think Drifting Strikers behind him.
Drifting Strikers is in a good position to make up some points to keep his hopes alive.
And you see Moff still on pit road. He's got to get that damage fixed before he loses a lap here.
If Moff loses the lap, I'd say that's the season over right there.
Well, maybe, unless he can. Looks like he's got some of the damage fixed. Might still be a little bit pushed into the right side, but some of the damage fixed, and he will stay on the lead lap at least.
Just for now, at least. That damage could slow him down significantly. And I want to give a shout out to Exo. He's running 4th right now in his 2nd to last race of his career. I mean, he's doing a heck of a job out here in that 32 car.
And after we go green, we'll just be 2 laps shy of the halfway point. And let's see how many cars are in the race after that. We only got 35 left, especially after the big one. And Kyle right now is scored in the 39th position.
And
The
that's
2
where
and the
he's going to
28 are
finish.
behind him. And yes, that's where they all will finish.
So right now, if you're Kyle, you're just hoping the 78 can force a mistake out of himself, really, at this point.
Indeed.
I mean, it's still possible for someone like Thunder to even swoop in and steal the regular season championship. 31 points. Thunder could still snag it.
You said regular season.
My bad. Championship lead. Sorry, I'm having a Rick Allen moment out here.
Oh, gosh. At least you're not as bad as Vince Welch.
Fair enough.
But, yeah. Either way, championship implications happening here. It seems like almost every race we've had championship implications with about every driver.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes a chase so entertaining, as we have 1 to green here. And we'll go back racing. First car 1 lap down is Brandon Beal, so he will have the free pass position. So that'll put 31 cars in the lead lap.
Yep. There you see the 78 lining up on the inside. This could be the best spot he could start here on the restart.
Indeed.
Of course, TFR we know is the winningest team in the cups here in the entire league as a whole. They've won a truck championship. They're looking for a cup championship. Quad right now in prime position is here we go.
Green flag. We'll lean on the outside. Deuce Castroneves as they hit on the inside as they hit the line.
And look at Quad. He's already trying to make a move 3 wide.
That's for the 3rd spot. These are 2 valuable points that Quad could pick up right here.
He's trying to extend that gap that he could make going into Miami. He can make one.
We got Jessica, I think one of the 500, I think that's Floppa down pit road. We stay green.
Look at Matthew Hill. He's found his way up into the mix.
He was also in a really big hole. He needs a good run today as well.
Matthew Hill battling drifting strikers. This for 5th position. Quad still trying to get 3rd from Barnabas.
See Thunder being shuffled up 3 wide, almost 4 wide out of turn 2.
Quad's almost got the spot. Barnabas fighting back though.
I meant quadruped. My bad. But yeah, Thunder gets the spot out of that. He needs some points too. He's also trying to extend the gap to him and Kyle for just surviving.
I believe
And
Quad's
also
going to
getting
get the spot. Matthew Hill might try and force the issue on Quad right here.
Looks like drifting strikers and the 53. Oh, that was a close call there.
Those are teammates. Keep that in mind.
The 12 really had to lift off. That's Patrick Miller he's also having a good run today. EXO having a good run in his final penultimate race in his career.
And Patrick Miller, may I remind you, he also got runner-up in this race to his teammate Brick. So he's also familiar getting around this place.
Indeed.
As Quad has cleared 3rd. Now he's trying to run down Molina and Castro Neves for the race lead.
And we have passed the halfway mark of this race.
Man, if you're a Truex fan right now, I would have a smile going up to my ears right now seeing where the 78 is.
Thunder trying to get by EXO as he's just cracked the top 10.
Much needed run for that 25. We haven't really. He's been hit or miss mostly this season. Of course, we know he got 2 wins. He's had his fair share of season.
Yeah. He would have had the regular season title had his engine not blown up at Watkins Glen. But
3 wide there between Legends Kenyon and Latvian Menace behind him, though.
Yeah.
Trying to win that.
Legends making some contact almost there.
Something that's funny to me, half of Michael Cormena's racing has won in the chase. Matthew Hill got his first career win at Chicagoland. Aiden Walker won a few weeks ago at Charlotte. Slinky and Legends have still yet to win season. Maybe they could still win.
they've had some good runs during the chase. Michael Cormetis Racing as a whole is really upgraded compared to the regular season, as you see David Kreutz on pit road. But yeah, they've really upgraded from after the start of the season. Quadruped to the inside of Thunder there, and actually, funny story about that. Legends and Walker tied for 6th at Las Vegas.
That
So,
is very interesting indeed.
and Slinky's had his fair share of decent runs. So just overall not a good season, especially than the regular season. And he's so dark. That's why he's so far down in points. And Aiden Walker trying to hunt down Bailey Parker in points for the Best of the Rest award.
Of course, BP with that win last week put him in a good spot going into this race.
Indeed.
Very pixelated on my end, but
Oh yeah, that'll clear up.
hopefully. But Castroneves has a bit of a gap to Max Molina.
Yep, about 2/10 that the gap is. So right now, I think Castroneves can just be smooth sailing here.
I mean, really for Quad, as long as he can hold it where he's at right now, he doesn't really have to push any issues.
See Kreutz back down pit road again. He might have the glitch.
I've seen that with the 65 already this race, so.
But I think he might have the glitch where a damaged car just keeps pitting.
Yeah,
And
most
if that's
likely.
the case, he'll be parked. Working on
Coming
the
to
left side of that machine.
Top
Sorry.
4, all single filed out here.
And if he comes to pit road here, he will be given the DQ flag.
And it
yep.
looks like he is.
And Dudes Castroneves is still leading. Maximilian second. Quad Kidboy and Matthew Hill. These are points that they needed. Even Drifting Strikers. These are all these points. Sorry.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was going to say, Drifting Strikers, actually, we recently found out Drifting Strikers leads the series in the most top 10s season. He's in the double digits, and he really needs a good points day. That's actually kind of shocking to me, the consistency that this team has had.
Yeah,
and they still need a good race.
Yeah, especially because he's like you said, double digits in top 10s, 10 top 10s this season so far. So really very consistent for that entire 40 team as a whole. But just has just come up short of many opportunities of a win. As they're catching the first lap car, that's Brandon Beal in the 14. What factors will he play for the leaders?
Quad Kidboy's caught the top 2. What's he going to do? Is he just going to lay back and not force any issues, or is he going to try and go for it?
Here they come on the lap car. Brandon Beal looks like he's going to give him room. But
Molina
very slow.
Slides up.
Is that 14? 78 trying to make a run to the inside. Looks like Drifting Strikers maybe had some issues. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, 78's got his teammate leading the race. He's trying to get a second from the 17.
Indeed.
Dudes Castroneves' last win came at Coca-Cola last season in the chase. At the time.
Whoa,
Barnabas almost cut Thunder off, trying to get by the 14.
Yep, Thunder gets by the 14, and so is a 53 who lost had the biggest loss out of that.
Yeah, 25 now moves himself to 7th.
Top 4 have actually caught up to the leader.
Yes, Striker's barely dangling at the tail end of it, trying to stay within range. Jessica up ahead of these guys next.
Yep, now comes the second lap car, which is Jessica.
Knowing how Jessica's been pretty much this entire chase, most of the season, I should say, I would say it's probably going to be an interesting way to see if they can get around her.
You'll see. Oh, Quad Kidboy drives up the racetrack. Matthew Hill trying to go to the inside for third, and Quad Kidboy might have the worst end of the lap car here.
We'll see. They're coming up. Matthew holding the 78 to the outside.
Yeah, he's gonna use the 55 as a pick here, I believe. He will.
Quad. Yeah, Quad's gonna get held up right here.
Quad might try. Quad's gonna have to make it 3 wide to get around the 55.
But now the 40 is trying to make a move, trying to get by the 78. Oh, Quad does make it 3 wide, but he lost 2 spots in the process.
Yeah, I don't think Quad or Truex fans is gonna be too happy at that.
Well, TFR has never been happy with 55 at all this season, so it shocked me. Is there see Patrick Miller now? Thunder gonna try and get by.
Here's who's to blame him though. To be fair,
I mean, pretty much Jessica's been public enemy #1 all season. There's a NASCAR fan now.
Yep. So pretty big wave of lap cars.
Of course, we've had some big losers. Quad went from 3rd to 5th. Not too much of a problem there, but it's not really what Quad wants. He wants to have a nice cushion going to Homestead.
Indeed.
Actually, now that I think of it, Thunder, who's not far behind Quad, I think Thunder, if he wants to take the points lead, he would need to finish 3 spots ahead of Quad to get it.
Yeah, but he's got the 45 a quadruped all over his back bumper.
Indeed.
So we'll see how that goes. Thunder's not had the fastest of cars all these last few weeks, but he's just really there to capitalize when it counts. Now I think
17 is right there now.
Yep. Right there on the back bumper. As he drives up the racetrack, that's another common mistake that we see.
Look at Matthew Hill. He's slowly starting to close the gap now on the 2 leaders.
As we're now at lap 100.
We have 56 to go this time by. 25 only has the 12 separating him and the 78 on the racetrack. So at this rate, this would put Thunder and Quad in a really good position going into Homestead next week.
Indeed.
With Kyle out of the race, and they're running right now 5th and 7th. Right now, it would look like only a point or 2 would separate two.
Quad looks like he's on the back bumper drifting strikers here. He might try and get the spot from the 40.
Trying to get one of his 2 spots back that he lost due to the 55.
How about the 17, who's had such an abysmal season and trailing in for Dale Apache after Daytona? It's just being rushed up from the Shell Series. It has not gone anywhere that the 17 would have wanted, other than down. So having this good run at Phoenix was not only a relief, but also pretty getting experience for what's going to be his first Cup season and maybe season 9, if I'm not mistaken there, as he'll be sidelined for Cup as Monster joins. As well, he's already on Texas, but Monster will be in the 17 as Connor will return to the 65
for his victory lap season, if you will.
Yep, final season for the 97. Sure, going to be an emotional one.
Season 5 champion. Connor's done it all in this league.
I think we might have pit stops. Oh, yep. Deuce Castroneves comes in. So does Quad.
Some varying strategies there. You see Thunder stays out. Interesting strategy from him.
Looks like mostly some of the Toyotas coming in.
Maybe the Toyotas have a game plan here to try and get ahead.
Dudes is in his box now. Quad Kid Boy in his box. These are all pivotal pit stops.
But Thunder, I wanted to add one other thing. Though it has been a down season for the 17, he does have that win at Daytona.
He does. He does. Although that race was very foreshadowed by its package. It was Max Molina's second win of the Cup Series. He won filling in one race for Connor in season 6, and that would be in a dragger race with Commander Brick, a driver who he's affiliated with nowadays.
Yep. There you see a few guys staying on the racetrack. Some differing strategies, of course.
Indeed.
Thunder and Legends side by side.
Off pit road, Legends looks like he'll get the spot. Thunder losing out there.
Thunder trying to maybe keep it cool and calm as he can. He's in a pretty good spot. He doesn't want to lose it right here.
I think he's just wanting to finish the race at this point. He'll get a decent finish. He's just needs to keep his car clean as he slides right in front of Kenyon.
Because remember, Thunder is pretty much ahead of Kyle at this point, as long as he can get a good finish. 31 points, remember. But the other thing he has to worry about, Quad, who's ahead of him. But the good thing for him, before this race, Quad was not too far ahead of Thunder in the standings. So we'll see.
That is true. But now the leader is still Dudes Castroneves.
Matthew Hill, I believe, is cycled to second here.
Yeah, he is. Quad Kidboy, rather, cycles out to third. Max Molino, the big loser off of that, is now fourth.
And Strikers look to have dropped to fifth right there. So Matthew Hill, one of those guys that we're talking about that needed a good points day. Well, right here, right now, good spot to do it. Second place.
Kenyon on the inside of King Barnabas there. Under the outside of him. 21's on pit road here.
12 going by the 55. There you see the 19 getting held up by the 65. Here comes Matthew Hill in the 90.
Yeah, Matthew Hill, you might see this as a good opportunity to take the lead. They get around the 65, close to contact with
the 10
him.
now.
Oh, here comes the 90. Big opportunity here.
He almost slid. Quad's now going to try and get in on this.
But right now, it's showing the 68 as the leader. So that's Zach as the leader. And I think he's been trying to stretch it.
Well, Patrick Starr came in. Looks like Zach was forced to stay out that time.
Yeah, Zach, remember, he stayed out under the last
Quad.
caution. Oh, yeah, Quad's going for second.
Shoves Matthew to the outside of the racetrack, trying to take advantage.
Now
get a TFR 1-2.
5 cars in the lead lap. So now it's just depending on when the 68, the 75, 97, 13, and the 19 or the 92 pit, as the 68 comes in, 97 comes in, 75 stays out.
Moff trying to play more strategy to try and get ahead here if he can.
And I'll tell you, if we get a caution, that might have just saved Moff's race.
And his championship hopes right there.
As Moff's now at the front, but I believe he'll come down this time by.
I mean, Moff is in a pretty good spot. He's going to have fresher tires. The question is, will his car be up to speed after this pit stop?
We shall see, as he is one of the 3 cars on the lead lap. As now he comes in. All these guys will get their laps back as Quad has cleared Matthew Hill for the second spot.
So when this cycles back around, it'll be a TFR 1-2 unless Moff can somehow cycle ahead of these guys. So I'm not sure where the 75 is right now.
He's still on pit road after just coming down. Got into his box.
Oh, yep, there he is. So he's likely going to lose the lead, but he'll have fresher tires. Question is, will his car be up to speed?
I think he'll lose all of his track position, but he will be on fresher tires, so that will help him in the long run.
Quad trying to pull out from the 90s. Right now, Trix Fan Racing 1-2. Castroneves trying to get his 4th career win. Quad trying to get his 2nd, but also trying to get the championship lead in the chase.
Look at Max Molino driving him to the back of Matthew Hill there.
Good run for the 17. He's been a top 5 threat all race long.
So he drives up the racetrack again. Looks like that 17 car is just not good in traffic. As the 19 does come out with the lead.
Yep. 19 gonna catch up to the 10 once again. Coming to lap 116 of 156. TFR has dominated the later stages of this races, but the question is, can they close it out?
We'll see as the Castroneves goes by NASCAR fan once again. That'll put him 3 laps down.
I think
now-
Quad's going to benefit from the 19 going by the 10.
Oh, yeah, he's got a huge run on the 19.
Question is, will Quad do anything with it?
Doesn't look like it for now. But he really gained some time from that.
Quad's right up to the back bumper now, actually.
Oh, yeah. Look at that run by the 78. Look at him. He might go to the inside in turn 1 here.
He's got a huge run, but can he make it stick if he gets to the inside right here?
I think he wanted to peak low.
19's going to block the door. I don't think Quad wants to force it, especially on his teammate and the situation he's in. Like, I know a win would mean a lot to the 78, but
I think he's just trying to save his stuff here. Even if he finishes second, he'll still have the points lead.
So he doesn't want to force it into something it doesn't have to, especially against a teammate.
As now they catch the 14. What will he
Brandon
do?
Beal. Will this help Quad any further? Quad trying to go to the outside. No, never mind.
Going to the inside now. Brandon Beal. Think Beal might compromise his exit. Maybe not.
Quad tried going outside, maybe trying to get a different lane to catch the 19.
There's Monster, the 65 coming out of pit road.
Hasn't had the best race.
Not at all. 8 laps down. 10 laps down, actually. He might be another one with the glitch, the pit stop glitch.
He's not doing it every lap, though, at least, but
we'll see. If he does it 2 more times, he will also be parked.
14 looks to be slow up ahead of these guys.
Looks like, is he going to stay on the racetrack? He does. To me, that might have just been scheduled.
Who knows? 78 still stuck behind the 19, but nothing really too bad about that, as we mentioned. But the 90, very crucial behind the 78.
Indeed.
I feel like a win, especially for Matthew Hill, would definitely put him into contention going into Homestead next week.
And Homestead is... Sorry.
I was going to say, remember, 69 points is what the 90 needs to make up.
And that's just to get within a race distance of the 74. He needs this run just to get within a race distance.
So if he wins, he's still got a legit shot at the title. But he's got 2 TFR teammates ahead of him to deal with.
He's right on the back bumper of the 78.
He's going to have to try and plan out what he's going to do and when he's going to do it. Top 4 pulled away from the rest of the field.
How about EXO having a nice run in 6th place right now in his in, like I said, the penultimate race of his career?
EXO, I feel like, has been bringing it all together here these last few weeks. He's been showing some top 10 speed the last few weeks.
Indeed. And his season has not been any better at all. Like some guy could compare to Slinky, his season's not been good at all.
I mean, the guy he's retiring with, NASCAR fan, he even got a win at Pocono.
Yup. This could very well be his final win. See Max Molina trying to go to the inside of Matthew. Looks like Matthew had a really bad middle part of turns 3 and 4.
Matthew, if he doesn't want to lose another spot to the 17, because I feel like that this probably give away his chances at moving on here.
And
17 clears him.
Clear him, yes.
Will Matthew cross him over going into 3 and 4 here?
No.
He's right behind him still, though.
17's got the spot. So Matthew Hill now down to 4th as Max Molina makes the pass on him.
Matthew Hill trying to stay right behind the 17, but to no avail.
Yeah. But I think no matter what, I think this will get him inside. I think a top 5 right here, which he's running in. This will get him inside a race distance and move him on to Homestead.
We'll have to wait and see, though, once the final standings come out after Phoenix, because Remember, Matthew Hill needs to at least be within 42 points to at least have a chance at the championship. Because 42 points is the max amount of points you can get in a race.
Yes. And it would also depend on which part-time entries enter Phoenix. That would actually decide the 90 spade in a close situation with points. But I think everybody's gonna want to get their car in for Homestead.
Given that it is the final race of the season, wouldn't shock me at all.
And now Max Molina drives it up the racetrack. Matthew Hill trying to capitalize, and he doesn't. Got really tight.
1:30. It'll be 26 laps to go next time by for Dudes Castroneves, trying to get his 4th career Fanta Cup victory.
But the question is, can he hold them all off?
I mean, top 2 right now have a total of 4 wins in the Cup Series. Quad got his back, I believe, at Kansas earlier in the season, and Dudes has 2 Coca-Cola wins and went at Chicagoland last season.
And the 90 looks to get inside the 17 as he rushes to the racetrack. The 17 closes the door instantly.
I've also noticed the 12 has been kind of biting into the top 5 a little bit here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Patrick Miller having a really good run. Like you said, he finished runner-up to his boss Brick in the first race here at Phoenix.
Albeit, I feel like it kind of came down to strategy at the end for the 2 Penske cars where they finished. But
I feel like if
mean,
Patrick had one more lap, he would have won the race.
I mean, yeah, he probably would have. But still, a solid result for both Penske guys, especially Brick, given where he's at now. But
yeah,
for Patrick Miller, it's just been a rough season. I mean, still yet to make the chase in 2 full seasons, but next season I feel like is going to be make or break. Of course, Penske we know going to Dodge, who's going to be coming back to Cup Series. So it should be interesting to see how that Penske performs.
How about this battle? Drifting Strikers versus EXO. Drifting Strikers trying to pick up another point from EXO.
Yeah. And you got Legends right behind. Another guy looking for his first win, like Drifting Strikers.
Still side by side, down to 1. Strikers trying to run the yellow line. EXO's not trying not to give it up. And Drifting Strikers looks like will take the spot. 32 is going to have a run, but 40 is going to have the nose ahead in the turn 1.
5 might also try and follow the 40 to try and get another spot off EXO.
It looks like he's going to try. Now they're side by side off of turn 2. Looks like the 5's going to lose out. And how about a crossover from the 32 back to the inside of the 40?
Veteran move by EXO.
But the 40 gets the better hand off of that battle. Now look at the 15 to 25 getting into it. Now Legends go for the crossover move on EXO. He dives into the inside using the apron down there. What a battle this is.
This is indeed a battle.
They're coming up on the lap car of Jessica once again. So these guys gotta get it pretty sorted out. Get it sorted out pretty quickly.
See Thunder and Kenyon back there. Thunder 10th. I feel like if Thunder can get a few more positions, he could be in the same boat as Quad Kid Boy and Matthew Hill going into Phoenix, being right there in the battle.
Yeah, but now Thunder, he's just trying to get by Kenyon here.
I feel like Thunder needs to at least finish. I'm trying to think. I think Thunder at least needs another spot or 2, I believe, to get in within a race going into next week.
Well, he needed 7 points on the 74. Well, actually, yeah, that's
no,
you're right.
He was 31 behind. Kyle's 39th, so I believe he would need to finish 8 or better to, well, at least in his position right now.
But Thunder's now, well, Thunder's 10th and Kyle was 39th. As when we were looking, or as we were looking at him. So
yeah, so I feel like it'd actually be. I feel like it'd be 8th or better because 9th from 39th would be like 30. And then, yeah.
As he's trying to make a move on Kenyon, Kenyon's gonna clear him once again.
So Thunder at least needs 2 or 3 spots to at least be near Kyle. But Quad, Kidboy, and Matthew Hill are still running up here, so big we'll see.
Oh wait, did you mean like to stay in contention or get the points lead?
To stay in contention.
Oh.
Because like Quad's up here, so I don't think he's gonna get the points lead right away. Unless the 78 pulls a big massive mistake out of nowhere.
Or we get a caution.
The 17.
Wait, what?
17 got ahead of the 78.
Oh, he did. Wow. When did that happen?
Question. Unless is Molina a lap car?
No, he's not.
Because I didn't see the 17 get by the 78. Oh yeah, never mind. This 55 helped him.
Or no, the 78 just slipped up. Actually, no, the 78 didn't slip up. The 17 just made the pass into 1. I think
and the 55 was right there.
Tires. Yeah, 55 was there to help him make the pass.
So I feel like there's a mix of fresher tires and the help of the 55 right there for Molina. So now Dudes Castroneves has the pressure on him for the next 14 laps. Oh, he's coming in.
Oh, Castroneves comes in.
This could be the money stop right here. You see Extra coming in as well.
Yep.
Pendre, 3 cars coming in.
Oh, Kenyon's in. Kenyon's in as well. I think Kenyon came in before all these guys.
So it looks like we're seeing our final cycle of green flag stops.
Castroneves, I think, took did he take 2 tires?
I think the 17.
Let's see.
He's staying out.
Oh, he did take 2 tires.
I mean, we are near the end of the race, so I can kind of see where the 19 is coming from on the strategy. Because he doesn't need to go a long distance to get to the end from here unless we get an overtime.
And this is it. This is the money stop right here. And looks like 2 tires for the 25 as well. As I believe he's going to get ahead of the 22. Looks like the 56 is taking 4 tires.
Keep the 17 good to go to the end, or does he still have to go for a pit stop?
I think he still has to pit. He's in pits now. But let's see what his strategy is. Will he take 2 or 4 tires?
I remember the 19 and the 32 and all those guys, they came in a lot earlier. So did Kenyon. So
I think the 17's taking 2 tires here. Right sides. Look at the 90.
Matthew Hill, he might get him.
Nope.
Oh, he's going to be right there, though. Oh, never mind. I thought he was.
Whoa, the 19 got really
Castroneves.
close to wrecking there.
But Castroneves does get by the 17. That is key, because I believe that is the pass for the lead.
Look at the 92 up here as
Nameless
well.
Traveler, 3 wide with Patrick Miller and Matthew Hill.
Some of these guys still have yet to pit, I believe.
I don't know. I think Patrick Starr is being shown as the leader at the moment. I don't know who really the leader would be at this time. And waiting for everything to cycle out, obviously.
We'll see. It's Patrick Starr for now, but he has yet to come in as well as all these guys behind him.
I mean, Zevel is a lap down. I don't know if it's part of the cycle or if he just got caught 4. I mean, I guess we'll find out. There you see Thunder drifting strikers. They're near each other on the racetrack.
Thunder needs these points. He needs a spot or a few spots to get to stay in contention going to Homestead.
This is another spot right here because him and Strikers were near the front before the cycle happened. He's going to get the spot from the 40.
Thunder's not going to make it easy on Strikers here. Strikers going to have to stay behind him.
He might try and cross him over here in 3 and 4.
Thunder gets the spot. Now they have to go around the lappers. And we're coming into the final laps of this race.
We're going to be having 7 to go this time around.
Landon and Flop a pit.
Did Zevel pit? Because Zevel's also showing a lap down.
I believe he did.
Because I
believe
believe
he did.
Castro Neves will be the leader right here. Because everything should cycle out to the 19.
Here's a 92. They're going around the 92. Who's on older tires and also has to pit.
The 92, 25 is going to try and get by him right here.
I think he will get past him pretty easily. 92 is not going to put up much of a fight.
68 to 13. Or the 68 to 75 and the 13 have still yet to pit.
I think the 75 is going to come in this time.
Well, the 19 is going to try and get by him right here.
Yeah.
Remember, the 19's a lapper at the moment.
That's going to make the 75 stay out an extra lap. But I think now the 19 is just getting his lap back.
We're going to have 5 laps to go right here. I don't think Moff can stretch it another 5 laps.
Yeah, Moff can't make it. He has to come in.
So Moff's season's probably going to be over right here unless he can get the gamble he needs right here.
No, he's got to come in. Yeah, he's coming in. It's
Yeah.
over.
I mean, Castro Neves just cycled back to the lead. Moff could make it a quick stop, but he's got to get all the way to the, I think, the middle of pit road.
The 19 leads.
The 17 and the 78 are second and third, pretty far back.
The 12 is fourth. 32 is fifth.
Wait, don't you mean the 90?
Or the 90s. Yeah, 90s fifth, yeah.
Coming to, I believe, 4 laps to go right here. Dudes Castro Neves.
This is 4 to go. And what a dominant performance from the 19.
Well, I wouldn't say just the 19. I'd say Trixan Racing as a whole put on a show the last half of this race.
Exactly.
Dominant performance.
And Castro Neves has been looking to end the dry spell since last winning at
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
He's going to have 2 more laps this time around. And then he'll see the white flag for the first time in a long time.
And this will be his 4th win of his career.
Matthew Hill trying to get another spot back there. This is crucial.
And Patrick Miller's going to stay in front of him. As 19 takes 2 to go.
Come around to the white flag this time by Dude Castro Neves in the 19. 2 lappers ahead won't really matter at all. As here they come through 3 and 4.
Take the white flag.
One more time around for this 19 of Dudes Castro Neves to get his 4th career Fanta win.
And what a dominant performance. Like you said, Truex Fan Racing has put on all race. Castro Neves really just controlling the field this race. This is going to be a win to remember.
Final time as they go to 3 and 4. His 4th Fanta win of his career. First of the season. Dudes Castro Neves will get it done in the desert.
Wow. And we're going to have to see Thunder finishes 9th ahead of Drifting Strikers. We'll see if he's able to contend for the championship in Homestead.
And Quad Kid Boy finishes 3rd, which means he will get the points lead.
Wow. What a turn of events that in this race.
So I'd say this is a really good day for Trixan Racing. Dude's getting the win. Quad's now got a good spot going into Homestead with the points lead. One race to go for all the series. It's going to come down to crunch time for all these chase drivers.
And yeah, with one more week to go in Homestead, it's going to be a wild one. And what a race that we had on our hands today.
Indeed. What do you say we get some interviews up here while we're doing burnouts and whatnot? The Castro Neves. I'm going to start with Moff because, well, I think we know his fate at this point.
Yes.
So let's get Moff up here. Hello, Moff. It's Monster in the Fanta Cup Series booth. You were doing good with your strategy, but you had to pit with 5 laps to go. Unfortunately, that looks to be the end of your season, Moff. What are your thoughts, and what do we expect from 75 at Homestead this week?
I'm still faithful that I'm still in it, but we'll see the points. But just want to thank A Game and Jim Long for preparing the car, and it was a good race. We had a bit of damage in the middle of it, and thankfully the crew got fixed somehow. But again, I just want to thank everyone on the 75 team, and for showing that we're gonna do our best at Miami.
And I know this isn't you, Moff, but since it's part of your team. Thunder finishing 9th. With that finish, I believe he will still have a shot at the championship. Of course, we won't know until points come out. But if he does contend for the championship, do you have faith that Thunder can get it done next week?
Definitely. I mean, with how good he's been, I think next week he can pull it off, and hopefully I'm not jinxing him, of course, but we'll see how it goes.
Indeed. So yeah, great to have you here, Moff, and I'm looking forward to what your team has in store next season for, and also next week at Homestead.
Yep.
Could you get one with me next?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So Thunder, P9 today at Phoenix, of course with Kyle's DNF and with Quad most likely taking the points lead after all that happened today. If you're still in it, because of course we don't know how the points are looking, do you think you'll have a shot next week against some of your competition, which looks Quad, Kyle, Brick?
Oh, I hope so. Those guys, they have been they're really my competition. They've been really hard to beat all year, and just very thankful for this 25 team. And really, we weren't supposed to have a finish like this. The car did not really drive that well, but we got lucky by missing the big one that caught up several of the pivotal championship contenders. So I believe that we still might have a fight, hopefully, and go to Homestead.
Of course, we know Homestead's going to be your home race. I mean, it's going to be a big race for you, whether you're racing for the championship or racing for a win. Does it really matter to you if you're racing for a championship or not?
Oh, it definitely matters either way. I mean, for one thing for sure, I want to win at my home race, but another thing is to winning at your home race and taking home the trophy as well. That's the one thing that I've always dreamed of. So, that's the scenario that that's the dream I'm gonna try and make happen. So yeah, like I said, just very thankful for this 25 a team at Ole Miss Rebels Racing, all my sponsors. Thanks to Allegiant for coming on board today. Thanks to Luke Lambert for the strategies, and just all my guys, no matter what our fate is.
That is a very heartfelt speech from the driver of the 25. And good luck, and we'll see where you shake up once the point standings come out.
Thank you.
Can I get one?
Yes. I gotta figure out where you finished. So, Connor, pretty up and down day for you. I mean, we seen you were at the front of the field at for some portions of the restarts and everything. Overall, you did finish 25th. Probably not the result you wanted. But Max Molina finished P2. So I wanted to ask you what your thoughts are for TMS and, well, the 97 team going into Homestead next week to hopefully end this nightmare of a season for both yourself and mostly Texas Motorsports for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, you really come in here with high expectations considering where nickname was in the standings, and now considering a certain somebody in the 14 kind of decided to ruin all of that. I don't know where the 28 is going to be sitting after today. He's probably going to be out. He's probably not going to be. I don't know. Just hoping we can hold on. As for Molina, he did really good today, coming off from yesterday, winning the show race and finishing P2 today. Really gotta love to see it. And so far as for me, I really thought the strategy I pulled out would have kind of worked. It turns out I wasn't able to keep it up to the very end of the race. Had to come in, and yeah, still found the finishing position I got today. Was really hoping that nameless would have had the same luck that he had, same luck and performance that he had in the truck race, but it just didn't seem to be. Finishes P30 for us. We'll try to see if he can get in a Homestead, try to see if we can put up a better result to end off the season. But other than that, I'd like to thank my team for the 97 car that we brought here today. Thanks for Spectrum Enterprise for coming on. And yeah, going to Homestead. Hope we can end this season on a good note. And same thing which can be said for TMS.
I mean, with you're going back to TMS for your final season, do you think there's going to be a higher standard next season for everyone, including yourself?
Yes, there will be. I want to say.
All right, well, there you hear it from Connor, driver of the 97, looking to go out on a high note for season. And I do want to get one more interview, unless someone wants one, but I want to try and interview Patrick Miller because he's had 2 good runs at Phoenix this season, so I kind of want to see what his thoughts are. So, Patrick, monster up in the booth. It's been a somewhat up and down season for you, but you finished top 5 in both the Phoenix races. So I wanted to get your thoughts on how you ran today and how this can maybe build some momentum for next season.
I'd say Phoenix is like one of my best tracks. I mean, we ran good in the spring. This race, we also ran good. I mean, pits were spot on. I mean, thanks to the crew chief, we were fast. But we came close in the spring. In this race, we came close again. Thanks to Body Armor being on board with us. And yeah, next season, I'm hoping for a win here because Phoenix is like my best track, even though it's not even my home track, to say the least.
I mean, obviously, with you and Pansky switching over to Dodge next season, and next week will be your final race with Ford across all 3 series. Do you hope to end your relationship with Ford on a high note?
I hope so because Ford's been pretty good with me. I mean, sure in the trucks we got a win at Auto Club, and then we came close countless many times in the Cup Series, like Gateway, Phoenix, of course, and then I forget where. But we led some laps. Well, not really led some laps, but overall in Ford, we can go on a high note for the win. Maybe, I don't know, a top 5 or something.
Indeed. And before we let you go, are you looking forward to your partnership with Dodge, and do you expect things to change for Team Penske, especially with it being announced that you're going to have a 4th car coming in a few seasons?
I mean, it'll be my 3rd manufacturer that I'm driving it. I mean, Dodge is going to be a little bit unexpected to me because I've seen, well, in season 6, I think, Dodge was doing somewhat okay, and I think I Blake got an idea of, well, getting Penske along with the Dodge program, Mopar and everything. Who knows? I mean, I think we might be strong for next season, but who knows?
Indeed, I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for being with us, Patrick, and good luck at Homestead next week.
Thank you.
And I just want to point something out. If there's any before there's any more interviews, if there's any requests, but I think this is the first time all 4. I don't even know if I'm correct on this, but I think this might be the first time that all 4 full-time cars on Trickspin Racing have a win, at least one win in the 1 points win in the season.
I think you might be right.
I would believe you are correct too, but I will have to fact check.
Because
All right.
Anyway,
I was
I'll
gonna
take 'em
say
easy.
that I was gonna say I could do that because Trix fan, you have quite a day. I did see Kenyon
Yes.
have one interview, but since Trix fan's here and we have everything going on, we'll get to you guys in a second. So Trix fan, quite a day for your team today, actually. Of course, we know Dudes Cash Nevers broke the winless streak today, getting his 4th career Fanta win. But not only that, Quad Kid Boy with a 3rd place finish is going to take the championship lead going to Homestead. How do you feel about both of those things?
He proved the doubters wrong. He took it all. He was as low as 9th at one point in the chase, and he took it all the way to Homestead. Oh, he unbelievable. Like, just and like, dude's getting the win too. That's just what a magical night.
I mean, do you have confidence that Quad can bring TFR a cup championship, Trix, man?
I mean, since we started, he's our best shot. So, I think he can. I mean, my biggest worry is the 25 because he was only 3 points below Quad entering, and he finished in 10th, I believe. So he
9th.
he might be an issue, but okay, but he might be an issue. But
I mean,
honestly, as long as we can finish ahead of him, I'd say we have a pretty good chance at winning our first cup title.
do you have any concerns for the 28, the 2, or the 74? I know that the 74 is kind of fallen off a cliff the last few weeks, but I mean, he's been a threat winning 3 races this season, and well, I wouldn't count out the 2 or the 28 either. Do you think any of those 3 pose a threat to Quad at all next week?
I mean, nickname I could see Brick maybe for Kyle. He's a crapshoot. I don't know how he's gonna run, but as long as he can just finish ahead of those 3 on Thunder, he wins the title. He doesn't even need to really win at Homestead. He just needs to finish well, and he wins the title.
I see. Yeah, thanks, Trix fan, for your time. And good
Yep.
luck for your team next week, and congrats on the win.
Yep, that's 33, baby.
All right, next up we'll do who wants to come up first? Zebler or Kenyon? Whoever says something no mic first.
That would be. Let's see.
Okay,
that
Kenyon,
was
because you said
Yep, G.
we'll get Zebel up here in a few.
But one thing I'm going to mention before you start talking to him, I'm doing points now, so you'll get points
All right.
like in maybe 10 minutes.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. So Kenyon, today was really one of your first 2 weeks, really not worrying about anything, of course. We know that 3 of you guys, including yourself, were eliminated last week. And given how 5 RNG ran today, especially Zach, how's your confidence looking going into Homestead next week?
I feel like we missed an opportunity. I mean, with how we ran today, we could have still been in contention if we didn't fuck ourselves at fucking Canada last week, especially that 26. I don't know where he got the audacity from to wreck the guy who brought his bitch ass back into the Cup Series after nobody wanted to hire him since he left in season 3. But anyways, good. I had a good run today. I mean, the 25, he did get a little mad at me at times because I was kind of holding him up. Because I understand he needed the points, but I haven't had a good run since the Glen, which was 2 months ago. Holy fuck. Damn. I've had bad luck basically since the start of a chase.
I mean, next week is Homestead. I mean, really the last chance you guys have to learn anything before next season starts. Do you think you, Jessica, Zach, or Floppa can get a win next week before your 5 hour and your rebrand for season 8?
Maybe, but the 55, she might cause another incident before the season's done. Which I don't think any of us would be surprised, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean Jessica has won at Homestead before, so I mean, really he could be a threat and could give you guys another win before the season's over.
I mean that could happen, but knowing her, it probably won't.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really got much else to say. I mean, really it was a bit of a mixed bag today for you guys. All I can say is good luck next week to not only you, but your entire team, and hopefully season 8 can be better for you guys.
Oh, it will be with this fresh rebuild that we have. 2 new drivers, a returning face in Burn, which I know he's somewhere in the garage. So I think he'll do very good.
Indeed. All right. Well, thanks for your time, Kenyon, and good luck next week in truck and cup races.
All right.
All right. Zevel volunteered to go next, so we'll get him up here. All right. Hello, Zevel. Welcome to the booth. So good day for 23-7, especially EXO getting another top 10 before his retirement, finishing P6. Quadruped was running in the top 10 somewhere as well, but finished 19th. Like we've been talking about, Zevel, 5-hour energy racing has found, or 23-7 racing has found some speed here these last few weeks. Are you confident we'll carry over to Homestead next week with EXO's last race?
Yeah, of course, especially with the 32. I gotta send him off on a high note. It's gonna be exciting I'm excited for next season because we're getting some momentum going here in the end. Finally getting things like together, getting top 10s.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, with you bringing Lynn back and Arthur, who could give you guys a chase run, I mean, are you looking forward to bringing those two in? What they can do, especially Lynn. I mean, we've seen what Lynn could do, and she's won a race already at Road America, and then you got Arthur, like I mentioned, a chase contender in the past.
Yeah, I'm excited because Lynn has done very well in her first shell season. Won a cup race. That was a great day back in Riverside. And Arthur, he might be a little bit rusty coming to start, but I think he can pick things up. I'm really excited for what we're gonna do next season. I think we can finally break through and become possible like chase contenders. Maybe not for the championship, but maybe for getting in the spot. Because that's the goal. We want to win. We want to win championships. We want to do really good. And I think bringing these two in is going to be really exciting, especially with EXO on the pit box for Lynn.
Indeed, that should be very exciting to watch. I mean, I don't really got much else to say. I mean, if you got anything else you want to say, Zevel, before we let you go, and I mean, really all I can say is good luck for
Thanks to
your guys
Toyota,
next week.
Thanks to Toyota, Live Casino, all my sponsors, and thanks Booty Barker. We went a lap down from issues on pit road today, but we have nothing to lose. I don't really care at this point about how I run.
That is true. Well, thanks for being here, Zevel, and good luck next week.
Points are almost done. Cooking up points as we
right.
speak.
We'll do one more interview with Slinky while we're waiting for that, because do an interview.
No.
All right. So, Slinky, another interesting week for you guys at the Michael Cormenis Racing Camp. 27th today, you were the last car to finish on the lead lap. Really not been a good season for the 21 team. I mean, is it just a season of adjusting back to the Gen 6 cars, or what's going on over there, Slinky, this season?
Well, I can't really tell you. We started out good today. We were in the top 10 up until the first stops, and then when the caution came out, that's what the first caution kind of screwed us over. Our strategy, we pit there, other people stayed out, and then I got stuck mid-pack, and then got caught up a little bit in wrecks, and hit our, I believe we hit our teammate in Walker in the 93. I believe we had slight contact with him, damaged our front end, and that kind of ruined this 21 car speed today.
Yeah. I mean, very unfortunate, of course, this week, but I mean, it's really been a horrible season for you guys over there. I mean, next season, Michael Cormenis Racing, I'm hoping will be better. I mean, they've shown speed here in the chase with pretty much all their guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh. All I'm gonna say before points release, it's gonna be a tight battle going down to Homestead.
All right, well, we're gonna be keeping our eyes over there. I'm just gonna finish up my interview with Slinky real quick.
Sorry, just wanted to say
It's
that.
fine. But yeah, I was saying Michael Cormenis Racing has shown some tremendous speed in the chase with all their guys. I mean, with Josh coming into the team, I mean, somewhat of a veteran of the series, Slinky. Do you think that's gonna help you in a way to be a chase contender next season once again?
Yeah, I think so. If I recall correctly, my first ride was after Josh was out, so I was with his team for the season and learned some things. I think I did pretty well there for my first season. Having Josh on the team now, I think that might hopefully should help us next season.
Indeed. I mean, really all I can say, Slinky, is good luck, and I'm hoping next season can be better for you guys over there for the Michael Cormenis Racing number 21 camp, and hopefully you guys can do good next week at Homestead and build some momentum off of that.
Yeah, hopefully we can. Great car, just haven't been able to have the finishes we would like.
Indeed. Well, good luck, and great having you here with us today.
Thank you.
Sorry for hearing me whispering.
All right.
I'm just doing math.
It's fine. But I guess since the points are almost out, might as well stick around because I kind of want to look at them myself.
5 minus.
You are me ending the stream now.
3, 2, 0. Yeah, you can.
All right. See y'all next week, everybody.
3, 2. Yep.